Welcome back. My name is Dr. Carl Baird, and today I'll be showing you the top 5 low-impact strength exercises for lower back pain. So one of the main differences between building strength to solve things like joint pain and traditional strength training for fitness reasons is when you're solving joint pain, you have to be really careful not to aggravate the joint itself. And so if you go immediately to these high-impact activities, you run the risk of aggravating your joint and making your joint pain worse, which is the opposite effect of what we're trying to have. So it's important that we start with these low impact strength exercises to help you build a solid strength foundation without stressing your joint so you can get your pain levels down before you can get to the more serious strength training exercise to really protect your joints. So these are my favorite 5 low-impact strength exercises for lower back pain. Let's go ahead and get started. The first exercise is the glute bridge. This is by far one of the most effective exercises to build strength in your glutes and hamstrings, which is really important for solving low back pain, but it's also one of the safest to perform. You're on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, hands out at the side at about 45, and then all you're going to do is press through your feet to bring your hips up. And again, you want to feel that tension in your glutes and your hamstrings, and then you come back down. The next exercise is the step up. This is another very simple, low impact exercise that we use to build strength in our legs and our glutes and our hamstrings. And what we like about it is there's a lot of different variations just depending on your ability level. So the easiest variation is just a simple up and down. You can also do it one side at a time, so just strengthening one leg helps you get a little more of a burn on one side, making sure that you do both. But what you can do to make this challenging, if you're feeling like this might be too easy for you, all you got to do is add some weight, so holding on to 2 dumbbells and performing the same step up exercise. This allows you to really build strength without stressing your knees or your lower back. The next thing that we need to do in order to solve lower back pain is build a strong core. But what can happen is a lot of the traditional core strengthening exercises like the sit-up and even the planks can put too much stress on that lower back initially, which can aggravate your lower back pain. So what we're going to do instead is focus on different weighted carry variations. And so we'll start with the Kettlebell March. All you need is about a medium-sized kettlebell. You're going to hold it right at your chest level, as close to your body as possible, and then you're going to simply march in place, holding your knee for about 1 second at the top so you get a little bit of that balance. But what you'll start to feel is your core engage to keep you balanced. One thing to watch out for is, again, you're standing up nice and straight. You're not holding the weight like this, extending at the lower back. That's going to aggravate your lower back. So you're standing up nice and tall, creating a lot of tension. And if that feels too easy, you can move to the suitcase march. This makes the balance a little bit more challenging, but again, you can feel it in the core, doing both sides, and then moving into a farmer's carry or a suitcase carry. But these are ways to strengthen your core that place minimal impact on your low back so that you can build strength without aggravating your lower back pain. When it comes to solving lower back pain with strength, how you move is going to be just as important as how much you can move. So that's why we're going to start focusing on lower impact movement pattern exercises. We're going to start with the banded hip hinge. Learning the hip hinge, not only important for your strength training programming, but it's a movement that you do every day. Washing dishes, putting things in the dishwasher, anything where you're reaching forward. So getting a solid understanding of the hip hinge is going to be very important. To do the banded hip hinge, you're going to use your red rubber band. You're going to stand right on the middle. Start in the standing position, feet hip width apart, and then you're just going to send your hips back, allowing your knees to bend, but not actively bending them until you feel tension in the hamstrings, keeping a nice straight spine, and stand on up. And so if this is too much or you don't quite have the hip hinge down, you can do it without the band as well. But really practicing and ingraining the hip hinge is going to be very important as you move forward to other strengthening exercises to solve lower back pain. Our fifth and final exercise is going to be the box squat. So the squat movement itself is one of the best ways to improve movement patterns, improve mobility, and build strength to solve lower back pain. But we want to start with a variation that doesn't put a lot of impact through the spine as we practice our form and as our pain levels go down. So to perform, you just need a box of some sort, a chair, something that you can reach towards. You're going to position yourself in front of it. Make sure you have the right squat stance, which I've discussed in another video. I'll put the link below. And then all you're going to do, you're going to unlock at the hips and then drop them down, and you can either sit all the way down and stand back up, or you can just do a quick tap and come back up. But the bench helps to protect you from going too low, which is a common mistake that puts a lot more impact at your low back when performing the squat. So the box squat is a great place to start at to practice our squat movement and build strength to solve lower back pain. So there you have it, the top 5 low impact strength exercises to solve lower back pain to help you build a solid movement and strength foundation without aggravating your lower back pain. So just one more reminder, when you're building strength to solve joint pain, it's different than building strength for fitness reasons. We need to make sure that we build strength without stressing your joints. And so that's why it's really important to start with these introductory or low impact exercises and work your way up. So that's all I got for you today. My name again is Dr. Carl Baird. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I do read them all and I'm happy to answer them. Hey, it's Dr. Baird here. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page to catch all our videos designed to help you build the strength and confidence to live active, healthy, and happy lives. You won't find it anywhere else.